Hey guys, so today I thought I would film my boob job. 6 weeks post-op. I'm actually 7 weeks post-op, but still I thought I'd get this out for you so you guys can see, because I'm getting quite a few questions about different things at the moment, so I thought I'd just get everything banged out so you would know. Okay, so like I said, I'm 7 weeks post-op. I'm nearly 8 weeks post-op. I've been really bad at filming any updates for you guys about my boob job, just because a lot of things had gone wrong and it scared me, and I didn't want to come on here and be like, this has happened, and then you guys having to wait to see if it's normal or anything. So I just thought I would wait till everything's been sorted, I feel confident, I feel settled, and then let you know. So basically, I got my operation done on the Monday, the 26th of January 2015, and the operation went really well. I said that in my last vlog when I woke up. I looked, oh my god, I looked so horrific. I have completely forgot that I had an oxygen mask, and I was so out of it. I had no idea what was going on in the slightest at all until I rewatched it. Like, my friend called me and I completely forgot until the next day, and I saw it. I was like, why did Michelle call me? And she was like, yeah, I called you, we spoke and everything. I was like, ooh, whoops. But yeah, so on the Tuesday, which was the next day after, I did vomit in the morning when I woke up, but I think it was just adapting to everything that was going on more than anything. I then got discharged at 9 o'clock in the morning. Tom picked me up, bless his heart, and we walked back to the hotel we were staying at, which was looking like a 5 to 10 minute walk. It was probably a bit longer because I just could not walk, I couldn't do anything. And we had some breakfast. I had booked us in for a breakfast for both days that we had stayed there. He benefited from the earlier day, I didn't because I couldn't eat. So we had like a big buffet kind of breakfast, and it was amazing. Oh, it felt so nice to eat. I had like 7 sausages. It was real bad. So we had food, and then we went back up to the hotel room and we went to sleep, and we woke up when we had to check out. So then I got my cab home. When I got to Manchester, I literally just slumped. I was slumped for like the whole week, really. I chilled in my bed or on the sofa, and that was about it. Until the Friday. On the Friday, me, Tom and Rose, who's my flatmate, went out shopping. I felt fine. I was really cautious of people around me. I feel like that's how you become. Like when I was like walking through town, I'd be like that, and like covering myself and budging out of people's ways, because I was so worried in case someone just walked into me, because you don't know what people are like, to be fair. So I was worried about that, but it was quite alright. Everything seemed fine. And then I went home and I was going to get changed and put on a different t-shirt. At this point I was still in my sports bra. I hadn't taken my sports bra off all week because I wasn't allowed to. I was having shallow baths every day, which is the disgracefulest thing in the world. I can't believe that I had to do that. I just don't like shallow baths. And then on the Friday when I was getting changed and changing my top, I noticed a bit of a stain on my sports bra. This really scared me because I didn't know what it was. I began to like lift my sports bra up a bit, and there was just like this black and yellow thing. I'll insert as many pictures as I can here now. So I didn't know what these marks meant, basically. At this point, my clinic had closed for the day, so I had an out of hours clinic, which I rang up straight away, and I was crying on the phone to them. I was like, I don't know what this is, what's wrong with me, all this kind of stuff. She told me to take some pictures and send it to her on a mobile number, which I did. She then called me back and said that it just looks like discharge, and I was so worried. I was so scared. I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, no, this isn't discharge, it's something different. It's black, it shouldn't be black. Like, why is all this? And she was like, I can't do anything until Monday when you come in for your post-op appointment. So I said, okay then. And I literally spent the whole weekend just crying and crying and crying. My friend Sam had the exact same procedure as me, and she literally was like my rock. She helped me so much throughout that weekend. She was on the phone to me, she was texting me, she was just being amazing, and she helped me a lot. She was just saying, Sophie, it's discharge, just chill out. But I was like, no, it's not, it's more than that. And it just really worried me. So then I went in for my post-op appointment on the Monday, so I was 1 week post-op at this point. She took my sports bra off. This was the first time I've ever seen my boobs since after surgery, when they put a bra on me. And she said that they look better than they should. They're amazing, they're healing well, they're settling in well and all this. So I was really happy. She did say that the black and yellowish marks were discharged, so I was like, oh, it's okay. Because there's only so much people can say, oh, it's this, this, or this, but until you know, like until someone has physically seen them and touched them and realised, like, and have felt them themselves, and then they've made the verdict, oh, it's discharge, you can't trust what they say really, because you're like, it's not, it's more, it feels different, and blah blah blah. But yeah, it was just discharge. She did say that they were great. She said because I had discharge, she did change my bandages, but she said to still have shallow baths, just because they want to see if you get any more discharge. So that was another week of shallow blinking baths, which I was so upset with, because I was so happy that I was finally going to be able to have a shallow bath. To have a shower, sorry. So yeah, I then went home and continued with that week. I still had another week off university. That week I really just chilled out. Me and my flatmate started to watch Gossip Girl. Oh my god, we watched it from the beginning and we were like, I don't remember this. Like, we didn't remember that Serena killed someone, and all this kind of stuff. So it was just really cool just to like rewatch it, and like we really just chilled out for that like 2 weeks really. So then on the Sunday, the day before, I was 2 weeks post-op, so I had another appointment again on the Monday for my 2 weeks post-op appointment. On the Sunday, my boob started to look a bit weird. It looked a bit like a square to me. Again, I'll insert pictures here. So the shape of the boob really worried me. I was like, has the implant flipped? I had been watching a lot of Botched, by the way. I was really worried that like the implant had like flipped over, or like it moved out of place, or like weird things were happening. Again, Sam was like, Sophie, you need to just chill, man. Like, I was calling and texting up her phone like every day, like, Sam, what am I doing? This. But I went in, but I wasn't really that upset in the fact, I wasn't crying over the square boob. I was just more like, well, why has it done that, more than anything, because my other boob didn't do it. And if there's one thing I have learned about this, it's do not compare your boobs at all. They will heal, they will change, they will drop, they will do different things at different times. And then I went in for my 2 week post-op, and she was like, I can't see this square. And I was like, it is there, like I can see it. I don't understand how you can't. And she was like, no, I don't see a thing. So I was like, didn't really feel too confident or too happy with that, to be fair. I really just wanted to see my surgeon and talk to him, because he's the one that's done the procedure, and as much as like nurses are obviously great with it, he's the one that's dealing with the boobs themselves, so I would have preferred to have seen him. But obviously I couldn't. I had my 2 week post appointment, and she said that I can now have showers again and I can start changing my sports bras. She took all bandaging off, and I then could just begin to heal normally. So then I came home and I still had the rest of that week off, like I said, and I just chilled out really. All I did really for that whole like 4 weeks was chill out. I didn't really have any other problems with my boobs, and the scarring, not really. Now that I'm 7 weeks post-op, my scarring has gone down so much. It's becoming like really invisible, especially around the nipple. Like under my boob, like there, it's becoming quite hard for that to heal, but I think it's because it's got so much pressure from sports bras on it. But it's really quite alright. Like, Tom doesn't mind. He says that they look great. My flatmate Rose says that they look great as well. She says that she has boob envy, which is always a nice thing to hear. But apart from that, like, my boobs are great at the moment. One other thing that really scared me in my first 2 weeks was my boobs felt there was like a tinge. The best way that I could describe a tinge is when you're like you pluck at a guitar string and it like vibrates. That's what it felt like. Apparently that's normal. It just means that your nerves are rejoining and getting back to each other. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I feel better with that. But apart from that, there's not much really that scared me apart from like those three things, like the discharge, the square boob and the tinges. I did end up just not wearing a handbag. It's like for the first 3 weeks, I'd say I was just wearing like a clutch bag or a small handbag, just because you don't want to be picking up that kind of weight. The nurse said to me, you don't want to pick up anything that's more heavier than an empty kettle, and that's really hard for me because I'm not one just to sit around and like do nothing, which is why me and my flatmate started watching Gossip Girl, because I just needed something to engage myself with. But apart from that, everything has been pretty fine. I'm still wearing sports bras at the moment, just because my 6-week post-op appointment, the clinic got set on fire. So I haven't actually had my 6-week post-op yet, but I'm hopefully wearing a bra in the next week because these sports bras are killing me. Like, oh, I'm in so much pain. Oh, but apart from that, they're pretty good at the moment. So they feel really natural at the moment. They look extremely natural because they settled quite a lot. Everyone that's like touches them, because everybody seems to fascinate over touching them, says that they feel normal. They're really squidgy. I can do like that to them and all that kind of stuff. I know you can't really see because of the jumper I'm wearing, but my sports bra is not very attractive for it to be on camera. So they're doing really well, I'd say. They have dropped quite a lot. They're not saggy they're not saggy at all. They've just rested very naturally. I will insert a picture of how they look naturally just so you can see as well. So like I said, they're not, like the doctor and the surgeon and everybody had always said to me, Sophie, they're not gonna look like a porn star fake boob job basically, and I've always known that because my skin was so bad before. But I'm really happy with how they look anyway, because I prefer them to look how they do now than have them like up here and people just being like, oh, at me. They just, nobody can really tell, which is like one of the best things about it. I think that my surgeon was absolutely amazing. I'm like obsessively in love with him. So yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about him and the surgery. So I went with Maya Cosmetic Surgery. My friend Sam, who I previously just mentioned, she went with a company called Transform. She had the exact same procedure as me, but we have both spoke about it and we've said that her aftercare was a lot better than my aftercare. So I wouldn't big up Maya about their aftercare because I thought it was a bit meh. They didn't really go out of their way to ensure you felt happy with how they are really, but they are good at the same, like they were good, but I'd say that they're much better at just a boob job rather than uplift, because uplift, I feel like the uplift patients were a lot more worried because what happens if that skin becomes loose again, what happens if this happens or this happens. But obviously I can't speak for people who have just had a boob job with them because I haven't had just one. The surgeon I had was called Dr. Mania, and I'm in love with him. My name is now Sophie Mania. No, he's amazing. He's absolutely incredible. He is so lovely. He's so kind. I literally remember when it was the day of the surgery, he came into the room I was in and he was just like, are you okay? And I was like, yep, fine, let's just do this. He did all the markings, took his pictures and all that kind of stuff. Like, all I remember was coming out of theatre, being in my bedroom, I was still asleep, And then I woke up and he walked in and he had the biggest smile on his face, and I just cried. Like, before that he was like, Sophie, I'm gonna tell you now, your skin is so bad, I don't know if it's gonna work right now. I was like, just do it please, it's gonna look better than it looks now regardless of anything. And when he walked in with the biggest smile in the world, I was like, oh my god, they look great. And I was like, I am so happy right now, because it means a lot that my boobs can look how they're meant to look. And he just did such a fantastic job, and I will literally forever be in his debt, because he helped me so much, and I feel so much better about myself. And he honestly is a great surgeon. So I would recommend the surgery with Maya for Dr. Mania. I can't obviously speak for the other surgeons, but I know a lot of people have had the other surgeons and said that they've been great. But definitely Dr. Mania, I would go for him again easily, because he was so lovely. And in the hospital, they treated you so nice. The one lady, I don't remember her name because I was so out of it, she was just always checking on me every 2 seconds. And she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm chilling, I'm cool. It was just such an amazing experience, and I would say if anybody is thinking about it, do it. The pain, it's not that bad. If I'm being completely and utterly honest, the painkillers you're on numb every pain. The only thing that would make me not want to do it again, actually there's 2 things, is the shallow baths and how you had to sleep. You had to sleep with your back up and your legs like straight, and it kills. After like 3 nights, your bum is just like, please don't do this to me ever again. But I got one of those like VL kind of pillows, and it works fine now. I can, like, when I was sleeping before, it was fine. I can sleep on my side, on my front, and all that kind of stuff now. I don't sleep on my front anyway, because it makes me feel ill. But my side is fine. Like I said, I can just like do most things with them. I've been back at the gym now for 2 weeks. I've been able to do a lot of stuff. I've been able to do the cross trainer, the bikes, the treadmill. I haven't done the rowing machine yet, simply because I'm too scared to be pulling like that so much on them. And I haven't fully ran on the treadmill either, surely because I don't like the way that they bounce. It doesn't feel comfortable to me to bounce so much on them like they do on that. I have started pole dancing as well. I've been going there for 2 weeks, and my boobs have been fine with that, and that's a lot of stretching your arm as well. But the instructor at pole dancing is so sweet. I pulled her aside on the first lesson, and I was like, I've just had a boob job, I'm 6 weeks post-op, please go easy. And she was like, don't do anything that you're pushing yourself to do. She was like, I don't want any kind of boob popping out. But I'm feeling really good. I can do like loads of things now. I have gone out a few times without my sports bra on. I'll insert pictures here again. So I'm really happy, really glad, and really just satisfied now with how I look, and it's changed how I feel a hell of a lot as well. So if you again have any more questions or queries or anything like that, please comment down below, or at me on Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat, anything like that that you want to do, what you feel comfortable with. If you want to private message me or anything, go for it. Honestly, like, I don't want you to watch these videos feeling like, oh, I want to know about this, and if I haven't covered it. Again, I don't want to cover about the costs, surely because I'm just not into talking about finances. I couldn't have asked for a better surgery. Everything's gone extremely well, and I'm really happy. So that's the most important thing. So again, leave anything down below that you want to talk to me about or anything like that, and I'll keep you updated maybe in about a month or so, when I'm about like 3 months post-op, because there's not really much more now that I can do now until then, just the bra situation. So yeah, I will speak to you guys soon. Bye!